Hi everybody, welcome to Rocky Mountain Survival and Homesteading. Today I'm going to show you a wild medicinal and toolcraft plant, mullein. Stay tuned. Today I'm going to show you a wild plant called mullein. It is a very useful plant. It's medicinal quality as well as toolcraft qualities. It grows 3,500 feet in elevation and 9,000 feet in elevation. It's actually an invasive species brought over here from Asia thousands of years ago. I'm not even sure exactly, but it is an invasive species. And if you've seen one, you've seen more than one because they're all over the place down here. But they're very useful. You can use the dried up stalks for making a bow drill, a hand drill, sorry, not a bow drill, a hand drill. Because they're real light, they got a pithy center and very, very light, and you just got to smooth out the edges to make them into a usable bow drill, or hand drill. Correct, geez, hand drill. The green leaves can be boiled in water. You can inhale the steam, and what it does is it opens up the alveoli in the lungs, and if you're having an asthma attack or if you're having breathing problems, it can stem the attack temporarily until you can get medical attention. If you can't find the green leaves, the dried leaves, you settle down, dog, settle down. The dried leaves can be smoked like you would tobacco or something. You just crush it up, smoke it, inhale the smoke, and it does the exact same thing. It's kind of counterintuitive. You think that you're having an asthma attack, let's smoke something. No, the smoke contains the exact same stuff that opens up the alveoli in the lungs and helps you breathe if you're having like an asthma attack. The yellow flowers on the growing stalks, and I'll show you guys this in just a second, the yellow flowers on the growing stalks will, when mixed with olive oil, let it soak for a couple days and use it as ear drops. If you have an earache or some kind of ear infection, it can help relieve the pain from that. So a very useful plant. And now, some people call this Indian toilet paper, Indian teepee. It is very, very soft. And I'm actually going to pull up a stalk right here and show you what the leaves look like. Very, very soft, velvety, plush. I mean, if you had to use toilet paper out here in the woods and you wanted something to do it with, this is what you'd want to use. It is super, super soft. So it's better than cotton, though. But so let's take a closer look and see what we're looking at here. Or let's take a closer look and so you can help identify this plant. All right, so here we go. So this is first year mullein. So it's real low to the ground, and these kind of comes out like so, and totally soft leaves. And you'll see the older growth from last year, this yellow stuff, the yellow leaves. These are actually dried up. And this is what you would smoke if you couldn't find any of these to steam. I would suggest if you needed it to steam it rather than smoke it. It just makes more sense to me personally. So steaming these and inhaling the vapors like you would any kind of like a Vicks vapor rub or something like that will help open up your alveoli, like I said, in the lungs. Now I'm not seeing any third or fourth year growth here yet, but I'll see if I can find some and get you in a closer shot. And if I can't, I will take pictures, but I did see some on the way up out here, so I'll get some of those for you in a little bit. But another good one to remember, the Latin name for this is Verbasum thapsus. It is common throughout Colorado. It's found in meadows, open forests, vacant lots, damp to dry off, and disturbed soil, full of partial sun. It is everywhere. Once you see the stalks, you'll see them, and you drive down the highway and you'll see thousands of these things. And there's nobody's going to get mad at you for pulling these things. It is an invasive species, but it is a useful plant. So, also, if you were to take some of the roots, half a teaspoon of the chopped root in a quarter cup of water drunk before bedtime can help prevent bedwetting and incontinence, as well as prostate and urethral irritation. So that's another good use for it if you have an issue, or maybe your kid. But go small at first, less is more. Try and find out the right amount before you go off and start doing stuff like that. And if you have a dog like I do, the same way you'd make eardrops for yourself, you can actually use it for ear mites in dogs. You'd steep the yellow flowers in my dog here. Somebody here is trying to get my attention. You would steep the yellow flowers in olive oil to try and for a couple days, for a week or so, and use the olive oil eardrops for ear mites as well as earaches. So you can also, if you have a dog that has ear mites, then that might be a useful thing for them too. So what you see here is the long stalks, and they come in various sizes. Some of them look like kind of like saguaro cactus. Interesting look to it. This is just going to be a good way for you to identify, and they'll be brown, and then in the spring, later on in the spring, they'll turn green and they'll have the big yellow flowers on them, and it'll be easy to identify. And trust me, if you live in Colorado or really anywhere throughout the Rockies, you have most definitely seen this plant before. Yeah, so just keep an eye out for it. You'll see it, and just make a note because it's definitely a useful plant, and one of my favorites next to yucca. So it's like I said, it's mullein. First year growth is low and shrubby, or not even shrubby, but low leaves like I showed you earlier. Third and fourth year growth, you start getting the stalks, and they'll be thin, maybe 1/8 of an inch thick to 1/4 of an inch thick, and then they get all the way up to 1/2 an inch thick. It's going to get pretty massive, and they'll have these little offshoots that come out looking like little saguaro cactus bits. Kind of interesting looking plant. But that's going to be everybody. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.